Hey everyone, this is Anna here, and I have my small kiln here to unload. The last time I did on this one, I still have more like a bisque fire that I'm gonna do soon, but I am so excited to open this one. I've seen the top shelf as usual. I can't wait when it's like the right temperature. Right now it's, let me see, 123, so it's cool enough for me to open it. And let's zoom in and not waste any more time. So here are my 4 pumpkins that I did with speckled brown clay 112 by Standard Ceramic Supply. And so, hey guys, sorry I started coughing and then I stopped the video and I thought I came back and recorded when I was taking out the pumpkins, but it didn't record anything. So just to go over again, on this mug it was a refire and some glazes that I mixed and they didn't move as much, and the pink I didn't like, so this is porcelain. So I came with a band of Spectrum Soft Red, which it turns out to be like a real pale pink. You can see more in here, over white, like a glossy white glaze. But it did run a lot, but it never made it out of the foot, so that was good. So I'm happy with this mug here. So sorry about that. I'll go over my pumpkins again that I just took out of the first shelf. This one is pepper plum over, pepper plum is Mako over Emako Flux Blossom on speckled brown clay 112 by Standard. And the stems on all 4 of them are Emako Celadon iron. And I wanted to have, to show the texture because I put a lot of texture on these stems. And then I did a little bit, maybe 1 coat of True Celadon over this. So iron and True Celadon by Emako, pepper plum over Flux Blossom. Turned out really nice. I really like this combination. This one here is, I got lucky that it didn't run to the shelf. It stayed there because I cleaned about 1/4 of an inch the foot around. And this powder you see here, it comes right off. It's alumina hydrate, just in case I didn't want it to stick to the shelf. So anyways, this is the same combination I mentioned. This is 2 heavy coats of Sangria by Spectrum. And then I came over to about 3/4 of the way here with 1 coat of Spectrum Pearl White over it. And it ran, it looks thicker here, but look at this. It was about to hit the shelf, but it never did. So I got lucky with this one, but look how beautiful the pink is. I really like this pink on Sangria, on the speckled brown clay, as it is all these 4 pumpkins that I made, all the same clay. This one here I'm very happy with also is Flux Blossom by Emako, all the way, 2 coats, and then 1 heavy coat of Emako Amaryllis over to about here. And you see how it runs, but it never ran because Flux Blossom is a pretty stable glaze, so it was nice that it stayed. I just cleaned the foot about 1/4 of an inch down, and then that stayed put. And then this one ran when it mixes with the Flux Blossom over it. So this was one of my test styles, and it turned out exactly the same as the test styles. It doesn't always work out that way, but in this case it did, so it was good. And I really like this stem also, so I'm happy with this one. And the other one, it looks almost identical, except that I did 2 coats of amaryllis all the way down. And also amaryllis is one that doesn't run by itself. If you put it, you know, just on its own. And then pearl white, which is a spectrum over the top. Pearl white was a thick coat, probably like equals to 2 coats over it. And then the 2 coats of amaryllis. So as you can see here on the bottom is thinner. And I made sure I took some of the crystals because that's what they suggest, that Mako suggests, that whenever you start going close to the bottom part, you should remove a lot of the other crystals, the bigger crystals, so that it doesn't run. And that's why you don't see that many of these bigger spots towards the bottom. But look at this, how beautiful. And the orange specks really shows up on this one. So perfect for a pumpkin. I really like this one. So now let's get to the other shelf. So I still have a lot of tests that I did on this firing also, because like I said before, I am testing to make some leaves with some people that are gonna take like a one-on-one workshop with me in person. And I can't remember now. I did take pictures. That's how I document. I take a lot of pictures with the glazes on the background so I know what I used. But this one turned out really nice. I don't know if you can see in this video. It's always prettier in person, but you can see, I believe I use seaweed on this one. It's always nice because it makes that bright green, green, blue colors. And I stuck this little bird in there because I had already done this bird way back, and it's just a tester, but I didn't know what to do with the bird, so it was separate, so I just put it in there and it glazed, fused together. Look at the blue on the bird. Yeah, I can't remember what I used, the combination, but I will put it on a note here on the video. Now this one turned out a lot darker than I thought. And I did that technique, cuerda seca, that I like. It's not bad. It's just that the clay is that dark chocolate clay, so the colors don't pop as much. But the pink turned out really nice. The pink on these, I think this is a curcuma that I did with the leaves on the background. And again, cuerda seca. This is actually Norse blue, believe it or not. Look how dark it turns out. So, and then the prettiest part is the inside, and I can't remember what pink that is. I will put a note and what I use, but oh my gosh, it went from blue, I don't know if you can tell on the video here, I'll take a better picture, but it went from like a light blue purple to pink. Anyways, this is what I got on the outside. It's still nice, but it's just dark. It's not the bright colors that I like, the real light. That's my favorites, are the real light colors. So anyways, that's a cute mug. I was testing the chocolate clay. It's a standard chocolate clay 266. 266. That's the chocolate clay. The handle looks real nice. And this one, oh, look how cute the bottom, the foot. I put a flower in there too. And this is, I just use different stroke and coat. I have to see which ones I did. Is a Mako, And then I used the Mako liner to do the dots. Turned out really cute. And my monarch butterfly, which is a 3D butterfly. It was really hard to paint on the inside, but I did it. So these are all stroke and coat. And man, the pink is very pretty around here, around on the flower. It looks like the butterfly, it's right on the flower. And then here I use amaryllis by itself. How pretty is that? Wow. Wow. And then on the inside, it's another pink glaze that looks awesome and looks purple in here, purple and pink. Wow, I have to see what this is now. Very nice, very smooth on red aardvark, red clay. Oh, it turned out really cute. Very cute mug. Now this one is a cup that I made with my granddaughter. And I use pepper plum inside. That looks really nice. And on the outside, I just use stroke and coat because she told me exactly how she wanted. She told me how she wanted the flowers to be. She wanted roses. And I designed a rose for her. And when I showed it to her, she goes, no, that's not quite the rose I wanted. She told me how to design a rose. And that's how she showed me how to do it with the swirl. So that was funny. She told me exactly how she wanted this little cup that we made together. So she wanted green and then to look like the sky in here on this part. So I think it turned out really cute. And she wanted a square cup on the wheel. And I was telling her that you can't do the square cup. You have to modify afterwards. And I showed her how to do the square. How cute is this for a kid? That is so cute. She's gonna love this one. She's coming tomorrow, so tomorrow I'm gonna give it to her. And we made some monsters together too. Wow. So this one, I don't know if I can capture here on this video, if you guys are seeing all these sparkles on this glaze. And this is on porcelain 365. It does have just a little bit of pinhole, so I might have to refire. Yeah, just a little bit of pinholing, and I think it's because I added a second glaze here on top of this is Black Aventurine from Emako. No pinholes on the outside, but a little bit on the inside, very little, but look at this black. So I need to do another firing with a very slow cool. And I did a slow cool on this one, but it still did a little bit of pinhole. So this is a tester bowl. You see how I made like a catcher in here? And I'm glad I did because it ran to the catcher. So I did a little catcher. As I was throwing, I left this flange. But man, this is lots of sparkles everywhere. I can't wait to try it in the sun and see all the sparkles, but I can see it now even with this lighting. And this is Tangelo, I believe it's called. It's by Emako, and it's a low fire glaze that also has sparkles, and it has these orange crystals. As you can see here, they look like flames. Looks really nice. But I do like this Black Aventurine. That's the first time trying that out. Looks very pretty. And I got this mostly to do some cauldrons that I'm making as a mug. I wanted to try it first and see. So this tester, I believe it's Indigo Float, which is a nodie favorite of mine is Amico Indigo Float. It looks really nice on porcelain. This is just a little tester bowl. And then on the inside, I use Mako Midnight Rain, I believe it is. It's midnight something, I have to see. Halfway, so that's here. And then Indigo Float here. And then I used pearl white, Spectrum Pearl White over the rim. It didn't do much interaction with that. I mean, you can see a little bit, but I do like the Indigo Float. It's such a pretty blue. So that's just a little tester bowl. This one I did not like. I did try, and I should have known better. This is just a tester also, and I made an incense holder with it on a leaf. But I should remember that celadons usually don't look good on dark clays because they don't show as much. They're mainly for use on white, clay bodies. But I used it in here and I'm disappointed. So I think I'm just gonna refire this with another glaze that is lighter and see what happens. So I used a whole bunch of different glazes in this one, but they were all celadons type glaze on this one, but you can't tell. It's just, see how it's a very dark red. I believe it's Lizella, this one, which is a dark red clay. So a lot of tests over here. This one ran, this one didn't. It's funny that one of the crystals made the edge of my flower almost like black. So this one is a Speckle Brown Clay 112 by Standard. I used amaryllis everywhere, even on the flower. And then I used some pearl white on top. So I probably used 2 coats of amaryllis and then one heavy coat of the pearl white, the Spectrum. And look how pretty it looks on the handle. And then after I did that and I had glazed all over, I came with a little red. I have to see what red I used. And look how pretty it looks. Looks very different because one of the crystals was right here at the edge. And it melted and it looks like the edge has that dark edge in there. But I really like the no pinholes on this one. Very nice. Amaryllis looks really good on Speckle Brown clay. Very pretty. I love it. Now, lots of tests. So on these ones, I'm glad I used the cookies because some of them ran. This is one of the ones that I had on my little video that I did. It's a little cauldron that I said it would be a tester or a, I'm gonna put little metal rings here just to make the little handles of the cauldron. That would be really cute. But I used blue amethyst all over, probably 2 coats. And I left my signature there. And I also went around so it wouldn't run, but it turns out it doesn't run. It's very stable. But then I came with pearl white and I did a band of heavy Spectrum pearl white and you can see how it runs a little bit. So that turned out really cute. And it never ran past the foot. So after I painted everything, I wiped the feet so that it could stay on the shelf. Now some other ones, I think he ran, so, but I hope I'll be able to just grind it, because I have a grinder and I just put it here and it will grind the feet. So we'll see. This is a tester. So all my testers I will go over later on. New glazes. I believe I bought, this might be, yeah, Soft Aqua by Spectrum. It's this one. I have some new glazes here. This one is the black aventurine that I tested on different clay bodies. Same thing, Soft Aqua. It's very pretty. Oh, how cute. As you can see, this one is okay. This one just took a little bit of the kiln shelf or kiln wash that I put in, and that's okay. It's very little. Oh, I do have one, let me see, one little pinhole right here. Huh. Might have to refire this one. Just one little pinhole. I don't like pinholes. I don't like selling anything with pinholes. I try to smooth them out always. Anyways, on the inside, I put black aventurine on this one. And this is the cuerda seca. Look how cute that the pumpkin turned out. It's a stroke and coat. And I believe I did amaryllis with pearl white on top. Man, that bothers me, that one little pinhole. And I did a slow cool, so I might have to do a slower cool firing again on just a few pieces. So we'll see. Some of these will have to be refired. This one is the black aventurine. Now this one is okay, just, yeah, it came right off. Because the black aventurine doesn't run as much as I thought, so it's okay, the foot. And let me see, no pinholes on this one. Wow, no pinholes. Wow, I got lucky on this one. Anyways, it does have some sparkles, not as many sparkles as I saw on the porcelain. So just as a note, I do see some sparkles, especially where it ran a little bit. You can see the sparkles, and I'm gonna buy a black wire to make the rings. Wouldn't that be cute as a little shot glass or a little wine glass or something like that? And this is again the cuerda seca I used on speckle brown. And I did black aventurine in and out, inside and out. I like this. So far it looks like I only have a few pieces that have the pinhole. And tested a lot of the cuerda seca on test tiles for mugs that I'm doing. I like to test a lot. And a new glaze that I bought also is Coyote Fairy Rose. Yep, Fairy Rose. Oh my gosh, on the dark chocolate brown clay. Look how bright it is. And it didn't run. So I was testing to see how close I could paint something close to that other technique I use, and to see that you know if it would run or not. And look, it didn't run at all. So you can paint right up to your design that it wouldn't run. So this is a good one. And on the back, I used pearl white over it. Isn't that pretty? Pretty bright pink. Very nice. Let's see how bad this one is. This one is stuck. It's funny because this one is stuck to the porcelain, but not, the glaze doesn't look like it touched it. So yeah. I'll put it on, you guys see that? The glaze doesn't look like it touched the cookie. It's the porcelain stuck to the actual clay. So we'll see, I think it would just come off. But this is cute. It's Spectrum Autumn Purple. Wow, it looks really nice, the purple color. And look at inside, you can see the swirly thing I did on the bottom. This is another one that I'm gonna put the 2 rings here. That's a cute one. It came off. Okay. I thought it was so strange that the glaze, it stayed. See? It never touched the shelf. It was the actual clay that was a little fused to the porcelain cookie. So I should have used the same kind of clay, actually. That's what you should always do. So don't do what I do. But that's a cute one with the stroke and coat grappel, I think it's called, the purple one that I use for the hat. Cute. So I think I'm gonna make more of those mugs, the bigger ones. I do have a bigger one. I didn't want to put it yet in here. That's why I did the little tester little cups first. Now this one, it came off. Oh, I thought it was stuck, but it's not. So I'm not crazy about the runs. Maybe this one is gonna be a refiring also. So this is cuerda seca, the leaf. The frog was there when I made the mug. I sculpted the frog and I attached so that it looks like he's on top of the leaf. And then I used frosted lemon all over. And it's good that I still have areas here where it can still run more. So I use pearl white on the top and here. But see, the pearl white didn't run the way I wanted to. I wanted to have the streaks over. And I used, this is frosted lemon and this is stroke and coat yellow, but they kind of match. So it looks like it's all one background. But I'm not crazy about this. So this will probably be refired. And the same thing on the inside, and no pinholes or anything. So this will be refired just because I want something different than what I expect. You know, this is not what I expected. I want some more runs. And looks like I can do that. I have room. So this is cute, little cute leaves that I put it on the bottom here. This is a cute mug. So I've been getting lucky so far with them not running, and some more testers. So here is why I test. This is an example. So this glaze is Laguna Spring Green. Usually this glaze doesn't run, and it ran on this Terra Red, and this is Norse Blue. It becomes kind of like a dark blue. And then I made a leaf using stroke and coat, but you see how that one just ran over it? So that's why I test. And this is the Midnight Rain. Wow, on the speckled clay, on the speckled brown, looks very nice. And Soft Red by Spectrum is also very pretty. Very pretty pink. Soft red on chocolate clay. Soft red on Sodar or so. What's the name of this clay? Soldate. It's a sculptural clay. Also looks really nice on this one. So looks like soft red and fairy rose, which I used also on speckled brown here. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that pink with pearl white over it. And then I used the leaves, and it doesn't run. You can paint real close to your design. It makes a real nice background, doesn't it? With the green leaves, all different color greens, and then with the pink on the background. I think this is gonna be a winner here. What else I have? Indigo float on a dark clay. Becomes like a real bright blue. You can tell the difference from this on porcelain and on a dark clay, how it makes like a real bright, intense blue. And I did a seaweed over it. Not as pretty as some other testers that I did with seaweed, so that one is okay. This is it. I hope you guys enjoy and get some ideas from my tests. Thanks for watching, everyone. And if you like my content, please give me the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. This is a sneak peek of my next video that I will make on this technique that I love to do. It's called corda seca. And I do have other videos on this, but this will be showing how I made these mugs. I have other mugs also that I use this technique, so I will try to compile all in one video showing how I do it. I hope you enjoy it, and thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.